Hello, everyone, whoever is here, thank you for being here. And we are just starting. So, hope whoever joins in, so hope whoever joins in has some ideas of what we should draw. What is up, everyone who has joined in? Thank you for joining in. All right, so we are just starting the session, and I was thinking to do some quick figure drawings and maybe take requests if there are some people online, and if there are none, that's all right. We'll just continue doing our live stuff. All right, so here's the first sketch. I'm starting with the head, and hope everyone's just doing good. So let's get going. So this is where I'm going to place his head. It's a quick drawing, no details. We'll put the details as much as the need for the pose, and nothing too detailed. So who's here? Zara BTI. Hey Zara BTI. What's up? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining in. So we are just doing some quick sketches, and let's get that going. So that's the head. I think I should use a darker pencil because this one kind of clear silver. And I hope I can find a darker one. All right, I have a 2B. Let's start with 2B. So whoever's watching, thank you for watching, and we'll start doing this. You can call me Zara. Zara, what's up? How you doing, Zara? Glad you're here. So that's a pose where this guy is dancing, and that's what we're drawing. Just a quick drawing to capture the pose, no detailing, just following the shadows. What's up, Zara? How you doing? Hope you're well. You want me to draw something for you? Please let me know. I don't like this pose. Let's draw this samurai. Drop the act. What act? What act? Do I know you, bro? I'm sorry if I've forgotten. What act? Oh, it's man. What is up? I'm not Vera. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you, Vamp. What's up? See, the only issue is this ID of yours didn't say Vamp, so not my fault. I'm sorry. What's up? How you doing? So yeah, I just quickly drawing, switched over to something else. I wanted to do a samurai pose. That's a girl in her little pose. So the thing with drawing quick is to draw least possible lines. But here we are doing a lot of lines just to get the pose right. So I'll try to draw it in a quicker way. I am really good. Thank you for joining in. And what is up with you? See, I chipped the knit. That's okay. That's her arm. That's her elbow. That's her hand. She's holding, I hope you can see the drawing. Yeah, that's her fist. That's holding some sort of a weapon, some sort of a stick or a, what's it called? Or a sword. Right, and she's wearing this jumpsuit. We'll do all the detailing. I'm just more interested in getting the pose right. So the expression stays fine and not the details. That's the jumpsuit. That's a fly. And that's a trouser. What have you been doing, Zara? Episode. All right, and I'll put these boots. See, just the silhouette of of a completely defined form defines the character. You don't need all the details. So what is up? How you been doing, Vamp Mermaid? Who else was here? Vera. Vera. Your art is cool. I mean, all right. Thank you so much. That is super kind of you. I hope you guys enjoy these sessions because Vamp made me draw. I was forgetting the name yesterday, and then I realized it's called Baron, the god of that series. What was the name? It's called Baron. I was trying to recall his name. I was like, dude, I knew the name, but yeah, we did almost like 40 minutes of that drawing or that illustration. So that's her other boot. All right, so let's give her another sword. There's her other hand. She's holding another sword, another blade. Ta-da! And there it is. Ta-da! There's the blade. Solo leveling, yeah. All right, let's put some sort of detail in her hair because that looks like the artist wasn't interested at all. So you're just gonna capture the form, no details, just to make it interesting enough for the drawing. There we go. I think I should put a little shoulder over here. Right, there we go. There we go. Some folds on the trouser. Let's put some kind of shade so that the form becomes more interesting, right? So let's put a little shade, not too much, just a little bit of shade. I'm also, oh, you're also drawing. What are you drawing? Please show me. And you're not going to ignore this request. So you got to show whatever you're drawing, all right? Zara, Vamp, PDI. All right, so there it is. Oh, we didn't make the shoe. So let's put the boot in place. Ta-da, just darkening it enough that it gives a suggestion of the form. And there you go. Let's make this a little darker so that the drawing makes a little more sense. There it is. I drew a hand. Let's draw some hands. Why not? Like, why not? Why not? Like, why not? Let me just switch this sketch pad a bit over to the side. All right, since we were talking about hand, drawing a hand, let's draw a hand. So I will draw just a random gesture. So that's the arm. That's the wrist. It's kind of a skinny arm. And these veins showing. That's where the thumb will start from. That's the edge of the palm. Right? That is the knuckle of his thumb. And here we go. It's the thumb. That is the nail. And a few lines defining the wrinkles. And that's the edge of the palm showing from this angle. All right, now let's put the outline back of the hand and the finger. You should draw with me, Zara. Zara PTI, you should draw with me, all right? Draw this hand with me. I know I sound like an awful teacher now. You should draw with me. You got to draw this right now. And Sarah must. All right. All right. But you know that you don't need to actually draw all the veins. That looks really silly if you just, focus too much on drawing the veins. You should draw everything, and the veins would just show themselves, right? So that's the approach. That's the pinky finger that I'm drawing right now. And let's put these other fingers, shadowy fingers, too much shadow falling on these. There's the second finger, the middle finger, the most favorite finger, right? Everyone's showing middle finger to everyone these days. Da 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 da. So there's the joint. I'm doing, yeah, Sarah or Vamp or Zara or Vamp, a PDI. All right, so that's the second finger and that's the third finger. I hope you like this hand that I've drawn. What's up, guys? Whoever joined in, thank you for joining. All right, let's put some more shadows, and so that the drawing looks way interesting than it is right now. And also, since Sarah mentioned that veins are a must, so we'll put some veins maybe while we are at it. So yeah, that's the first finger, right? That's the nail. And yeah, that's the vein. Here we have another vein. Let's put a little shade, just a little bit of shade, so that it's not too shiny like the rest of the page, rest of the paper. And let's put some detail on the thumb, because the thumb looks quite ignored. The ignored thumb doesn't look nice, right? So you've given it some detail at least. All right, there are a little bit of veins showing over here, and there are a lot of veins showing at the edge, but we can't do so much of detailing because that'll be a hand session and not a drawing session. So here we are, and there's this big ass vein over here. We just give it a suggestion that there's a vein bumping off the hand. All right, so your order is my all right, cool. All right, so let's draw another hand. What do you guys say? You want me to draw another hand? All right, let's draw another hand. Yeah, why not? Or you want me to draw something else? Just let me know if you guys want me to draw something else. I will draw just one more hand because I find it kind of interesting pose. Found an interesting pose. Let's draw another hand. So we'll start with the finger. That's the first finger. Can you see this drawing? I hope you can see this drawing. All right, so this hand is kind of in this gesture, something more like this. So let's draw this in another way. Let's draw where the finger should end, right? So this is the line that's defining where the finger should end, right? Just a little curve. We should draw another line that defines the knuckles. Don't worry if we've marked something wrong, we'll come back to it. We're just drawing the what's it called, the proportion right now. And this is where the back of hand is right now. That's the last knuckle of the pinky. Let's put a little lines to define where all the fingers are going. That's the first finger, that's the pinky, sorry, that's the last finger. This knuckle is the second last finger, what's it called, the ring finger, right? Now we have the middle finger, the most famous finger of them all. It should come over here somewhere. I'm completely going above what I marked earlier. I was thinking to draw a smaller hand, but no, that's not the case. I won't draw anything tiny. All right, and the first finger will come somewhere over here. Ta-da! That's the joint. So you have an idea, a slight idea of what we are drawing, right? Now let's put some details on these fingers. That's the nail. That's the tip of this finger. That's our first joint. That's the second joint. Right below second joint is the first joint of the middle finger. I am going to learn all the names of these bones someday. But yeah, what about that fire? What fire? Oh, yeah, that fire. I think the fire went off. I didn't go to my studio, but a friend called me and he was there. He was working in the studio, so of course there was no smoke, otherwise he wouldn't have been there, right? So there's that. I'll go there tomorrow. So that's the third finger. See how we kind of deviate from the initial marks when we are drawing, and that is entirely fine. To keep moving and to keep deciding, if you have marked something wrong, just go above it and draw over it, like it's all right. There's no harm in changing your drawing or drawing over it or erasing it. That is entirely fine. All right, now the last finger. Let's draw the last finger with a little bit of shade. A little bit of shade over here. That's a nail. That's the tip. And that's the first joint. That's the second. That's the third. Let's draw some folds in the skin. There's the knuckle. Let's put a little shadow over this knuckle, a little shadow over this knuckle, a little shadow defining this knuckle. Let's put a little shade over here. And let's draw the rest of the hand. That's the palm. From the palm, you can give a little shadow inside this edge to define the thumb. And that's the thumb. That's the palm attached to the wrist. So these bones, these lines will define the wrist bones. And we can make this a little darker to give it an impression of this fold. Dude, you gotta draw Michael Jackson's iconic white and black hat. All right. Hey, Hamad, what's up? Hi, bro. Do you do canvas painting? I didn't stand. Yeah, I do. I do work on canvas. But the only issue with canvas, or I'll tell you what, canvases are soft. I like harder surfaces. Like, I don't know how to make sense of this, but if you work with a brush over a softer surface, like if a canvas is mounted over a board, like entirely stuck with the glue over it, I worked upon it, I really like that. But I kind of like to work with pressure when I'm drawing or painting, like, so if you work with a lot of pressure on the canvas, you kind of ruin it. I am a graphite artist and I'm new to canvas acrylic paints. Oh, perfect, nice. I love acrylics. I absolutely love. I do not like oils because they take forever to dry up. And yeah, that takes a lot of time in drying up. So absolutely love acrylics. Like, that is super convenient. So by tips, if you want any tips, I think canvases are more like a paper that have more they're way more in weightage and grammage. Like, you have all these papers that are like, some of the papers are above, like most of the papers, like this paper would be like what, like 120 grams or something, right? But there are these papers, like the normal sketchbooks are like 80 to 100 grams or 150 grams, not more than that. But the good paper are kind of way above 300 grams and 350 grams, or maybe even 400 grams. They are super expensive. But when you work with those paper, the only quality is that you can work with a lot of water, or like a lot of layers on top of that paper that is kind of more in weightage, cold press or something, or even hot press paper. So when you're working with say canvas, it has this tendency to absolutely take any kind of shit that you throw on. Like, I mean, like, you can work with multiple layers of over acrylics, and still. So yeah, that's a good thing about canvases. All right, let's draw a figure that's falling down, and after that I will try to draw that hat of Michael Jackson, iconic. You've been hit by, you've been stuck by, smooth criminal. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. I hope that was the hat you were talking about, or you talking about. I think most of the hats were the same, right? No? Dude, I gotta go. Oh, all right, all right. That's okay. All right, so I'm drawing. I'll catch you up later, maybe. Uh, Vamp, my friend. I'll be back. All right. Sure, sure, sure. Why not? Sure, sure. I'll see you. All right, so we're drawing a guy who's fallen on the ground, and we are starting from his shoe. So that's his shoe. Hang on here. If you're thinking this is nuts, what is he even talking about? That doesn't look like a shoe. I know that doesn't look like a shoe, but wait a while. So that's his trouser. It's a guy upside down, so I'm drawing his feet up in the air. It's kind of fallen. So that is where his knee would come from inside of his trousers. And bro, do you do live? Do you do live? Daily? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's what you meant. I wasn't reading daily, and I was like, dude, this is live. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I am usually live every day at this hour, and I also try to do live around 7 a.m. in the morning, but that's only when I wake up too early, and it's around like 2:30 a.m. over here. And right before sleeping, I do these live sessions. All right, that's his first foot. That's his second knee. I'm darkening it. Darken, 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 darken. That's his knee, and he's got his uh, feet up. That's the trouser, and that's his other shoe in the air. Bro, I can build, carry an art, and earn money. All right, that's a funny question. That's the most common question. All right, depends where you are at. Looking at this age where AI has certainly taken over a lot of things, AI has definitely taken over art and design. I'll explain. Like most of the people might just differ from this statement, but I'll explain how. Like before, if you have time, I can explain in detail. But if you're asking me for a quick answer, yes and no, both. I'll tell you why. Because art is just like any other field, but there are more challenges in compared to any other fields. Because art is already a niche market, right? Um, so yeah, you might make money, a lot of money, but you might not. That depends on how passionate you are to follow your dream. And if you're just doing this career for money, don't do it. It's never about money. Art has never been about money, earning money only. It's mostly about passion. So if you've got enough passion, I mean, I know a lot of artists who are just working since past like 30, 40 years, and they're just all right. They're not like making super money. They're just all right, like mid-level money. But they've worked their asses off. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe become a lawyer if you want to make a lot of money. So, like I said, it depends on where you are at. Like, there are these countries in Europe and some places in USA, like even they support a lot of artists, and there are a lot of communities and stuff happening. So if you're at a place where there are too many opportunities for artists in a culture where they kind of respect artists and give way to artists to develop more, there are these funds and stuff, it becomes quite easier. Not easy, even then it's too difficult, but yeah. But if you're at a place at a third, let's say in a third world country, or that is quite. I do music also. Remember, Cody, what's up, Cody? Cody, 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 Cody. What's up, Cody? Thank you for coming back. Of course, I remember you, Cody, man. What's up, man? So, what was I even saying? I'm sorry, I have a terrible memory. Oh, yeah, you were talking about money and art, right? So, yeah, that actually depends on. So, all right, so music is also just art, right? So similarly, you can see thousands and thousands of musicians out there, right? So you got to be super with your craft, with your skill in music, even so. Similarly, art, similarly writing or dance or anything that's related to fine arts, you got to be exceptional. You can be only exceptional if you're passionate enough about something or anything, especially arts. Like, you got to be super passionate. And if you're super passionate, money doesn't matter. I swear it doesn't matter, because you're so filled in with that stuff that it has to come out. You know, to express yourself, you don't need money. You need money to live, right? So even if you've chosen something else as a career to earn, you'll still do arts. You'll still make music if you're passionate enough, right? But choosing it as a career, it's a tricky gray area these days. So yeah, I was talking about AI. There's this app Suno. I'm sure you've heard of it. I know a lot of musicians are using it. A lot of musicians are to blend art with music. I said, yeah, of course it's possible. The best thing about learning art is in an art school, they'll give you all the opportunity to tell you that you are different. They'll make sure that you get that signature, that difference that you can create within the world with your art. Be there with your final project. That's what they do. They push you for it. So it's possible to do anything, whatever you can imagine, you can, create, right? That's about it. Oh, I'm sorry. This thing looks kind of drifted away from the screen, from the camera. All right, so let me just put this hand in place. I'm sorry, I've made it at such an angle that I won't be able to draw this hand. So I'll draw another hand over this side. And so yeah, what were we talking about? So yeah, it's entirely up to you. Experimentation is a vital element in your art studies. And I'm not sure what your age is, but and then this new media art these days, yeah, you can do whatever you feel like. Think about it. This guy sold invisible sculptures. What's more important these days in arts is your narrative as compared to what is there physically. Like, people are doing all sort of crazy stuff, right? So I'm 18, bro. All right. Can you draw that emoji? Which emoji? Oh, the melting one. Yeah. Cody, my man. Of course I can draw that emoji. Wait a while. Let me just finish this drawing first. So you're 18 and you can choose the best university if you have the right finances. Just join. You're so good. Penguin Core 12. Hey, what's up? Thank you so much. That is super super kind of you to say that. I'm not so good. I'm just fine. I'm just average. So, what was I even saying? Yeah, so if you can get your hands on the best university, go for it. I'd say aim for the stars. The best, most expensive university you can find. Just get yourself enrolled over there and try for scholarships or whatever, right? But follow your dream, man. I swear, one life is just too short not to follow your dream. But Remember, don't get to it for money. If you're passionate enough, money will come. Don't worry about money. Just, put your heart and soul into it, whatever you're doing. If it's art, if it's music, if it's both combined, it's design, or you're trying to be a doctor, or you're trying to be a politician, trying to be a soldier, whatever it is, to just do it with your heart and soul. Don't do it reluctantly, half-heartedly. Don't do it because your dad said you should be an engineer. You're gonna need money to survive though. But yeah, that's what I was trying to explain. You can, if you're passionate about something, you can just choose whatever career. I mean, seriously, nobody wants to listen to a broke philosopher. Because that's how the society is now, right? I mean, it's sad, but that's the fact. So in order to survive, you should pick up a profession, and the passion will follow. Passion is going to come out of you, bro. Don't worry about passion. But if you're just trying to make money to make ends meet, just I'm 7, I have 10k for us. I'm 71, I have 10k for a sad reason. You're 71. Awesome, awesome. It's such a diverse range of people in my feed. That is super awesome. I want to draw this emoji for my friend. Between I draw, I'll say I'm kinda I draw, I'll say I'm kinda good. No, I'm not good. I mean, my family is broke, so that's why I asked. All right, if your family is broke, you want to support them, go with a career that brings in money. At this point, you're just 18. Come on, you can do that, right? Just 18. It is perfect time to make money and follow your passion. Both do it with your heart, and making a distinction and creating a distinctive style in art is really important for an artist. But if you're struggling with the finances all the time, then I mean, you shouldn't be taking any pressure, right? If you want to support your family, you should support your family first, right? Just a second, I think I have done something wrong with this page. Yeah, can you draw Gojo? Yeah. Yeah, I'll try drawing Gojo. I was just trying to find the emoji my friend Cody asked me to draw first, the melting one. Oh, I see a super. Yeah, Cody. I know what you're saying. Let me find a nice picture reference for this. Just a second. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, this is too small for me to see, Cody. Come on. Wait. I'll do it. Don't worry. I'm gonna find this emoji too funny. Wait a second. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm drawing this for my friend Cody. Sorry, and it's an emoji with a melting face. Penguin, you asked me to draw a Gojo, but you're leaving. It's all right. You can catch me again tomorrow. It'd be awesome to draw something for you. I'd absolutely love drawing stuff for my viewers. And yeah, Cody, I'm paying extra attention to it by doing the colored version. Let me zoom this in a little bit. This is for my friend Cody. Let me write your name with the yellow color. Cody. All right, let me bring this in the middle. How do I bring this in the middle, bro? What should I do? Let me just adjust this a bit more. All right, let's do this. So yeah. Thanks, bro. Love your art. You're welcome, bro. Thank you for being here. I mean, like, it's awesome to have all sort of people in the feed asking for stuff to be drawn, or just asking for my point of view. So yeah, let's go. Let's do this. So I'm applying this yellow, sort of a cadmium yellow, all over to give it the first base, and we will use more colors to define this melting emoji. Emo. So what's up, Cody? How's the day, man? All right, this looks fine. This looks melting enough. And we'll add this stone over here. So that's the base stone. The base stone, the base stone, the base stone. And I have an idea. Since we are painting this, why not to put some gradient with water, just to make this more even. These are these watercolor pencils? Oh, these are not watercolors. These are the simpler one, but still, they have a residue when you like rub it over paper. So it's gonna create a little texture. I like that texture. We have the yellow base. Let it dry for 2-3 seconds, or probably 5-6 seconds. I need a good orange. Let me find a good orange. I couldn't find the right orange, but I found the right brown, so we can work over it. I hope it's dried up. Yeah. And let's put a little darker shade. Bro, it's so good to see artists like you doing art for passion, not for views on YouTube. um, yeah, I'll tell you what, I made this account like a year ago, and then I completely forgot about it. I had a lot to do, but then for some reason I had to stay home and take care of my mom for a really long time. So I thought, like, what is there that I can do to enjoy my time? So I used to paint also. I started looking at this channel and I thought, like, why not to just bring some live? Maybe it might just inspire some people, you know. All right, this, I was looking for the right orange. I couldn't find it, so I'm just using this red to create this orange. I know it's a little lighter than the actual emoji, but yeah. All right, so we'll speed this up. When I'm talking, I'm kind of slow, get slower, and but that's okay, right? I mean, like, when I'm really slow, I lose viewers too quickly, but that's okay. I'm like, either I should create average artworks in lesser time, or create better artworks with Ray taking a lot of time. So I think I've chosen the second option. Right. An emoji isn't an emoji if it has no eyes and expression. So for that, I think we should use a darker color, and this brown would do. But why only midnight lives, bro? When you lose viewers, I kind of like it because you do all my. I know, losing viewers is also is like, then you only have like 1 or 2 people who are actually interested in your art. All right, so you asked me, why do I do it late at night? The only reason is I'm too free at this time. Also, I have this terrible insomnia. I can't sleep. So, perfect time, right? And this time is quite peaceful, like nobody bothers to know what you're doing. Otherwise, you just keep getting calls for funny reason. Somebody has lost his something that I once saw somewhere. They're like, dude, you know where it is now. So, yeah. That's one top reason that after midnight it gets quite peaceful. Most of the artists' work at this hour. I know it's bad for health and everything, but I'm in Canada, so it's 6 p.m. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, that's not late. That is, in fact, the perfect time, right? To chill and watch my videos. All right. I need a good orange, but to find the good orange that I need to stop doing this, and that'll just kill the vibe. So I'm just going with the flow and adding more shade with whatever I can find, or I can use watercolors on top of this. So why not? Why not? This one's for Cody, my friend, and and Cody. Just a second, bro. I'll show you guys my dirty palette. Ta-da! There it is. The dirtiest palette you ever seen. And we'll use watercolor on top of this. You can see all the colors. No need to find the right orange. No need to look for any other color because we have everything in place. Though they are a little dirty, but they'll do the thing. All right, let's put this yellow. See how sharp that is? It's too saturated, right? Perfect. Oh, this emoji, emoji, emoji. So what's up, guys who are joined in? Why are people leaving for brain rots? It's all right. You know, I also love brain rot stuff sometimes. The guilty pleasures of the new media, right? People love brain rot stuff. I mean, that's the new thing, to watch short content, and there's no commitment to it. You can just laugh at something in half of like a minute. So it's all right. I think that is also a medium to express and all the content. But yeah, the cringe stuff, right? I know, I think what you're referring to is the cringe stuff. But see, you can't dictate stuff to people of what to watch and what not to watch. It's all right. Free will, bro. Free will. All right, now we're gonna put a little dark tone to the eye sockets right over here, so that it creates this depth. And on top of this, I'll add a little more brown. See, with just a little darker stuff, it kind of pops out. Otherwise, it looked kind of incomplete. But with just a little bit of detail, with the right color, you can make any drawing look way more interesting. Alright, so let's add a little more dark with the brush. I need to find the thinnest brush that I have. And I will use this brown. If you can see this brown on my dirty palette, just to take a lot of color. Needs a lot of color. I watch you because you actually listen to what people say, and I like your art. So I mean, Cody, come on. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. That means a lot. Alright, let's put this brown in place. Ta-da. Ta-da. And the melting emoji. Oh, my friend Cody. It just needs a darker outline or some places. So I'll just do that. Actually, this is way darker, so I'll dilute it with a little water. And I think this would do fine. Let's put this line over here to define. Yeah, that's the right color, I think, to define the edge of this melted, oozing, melting material. Right. So there it is. Your melting emoji, my friend. Actually, I can keep painting this for an hour to make it more realistic, to give it more. You want me to do that, Cody? I can do that for you. Totally can. At this point, when an artwork is like 80-90% done, Cody, that is when an artist starts to, or an illustrator starts to enjoy the work. Because see, most of the things are there. Now you're just adding values to it. Like, it's more like you've made the cake, now just, you know, doing the icing on it, doing ornaments over top. So at that point, at that stage, it's really hard for an artist to stop. And that's how a lot of illustrators ruin their pieces. Somebody like me would totally ruin it by overworking, because I just love doing more and more work over a finished artwork just to make it, oh, it's missing, oh, it's missing that. That conversation, all illustrators and artists, it's really hard to give up on an artwork that you're enjoying to uh, work upon. And also that most of the time it needs that extra touch, right? Cody's like, you've got the trophy, get over the melting thing. Cody, my mate, good to have you here, man. I'm just adding more of this orange. Oh, you can't see the orange. Let me put this palette over here so you can see the orange that I'm working with. That's the orange. It's not exactly orange. I think it's sort of a deeper cadmium, right? It's not orange, but it has an orange tinge to it. So that's the only reason I'm calling it orange. All the illustrators should not hate me for calling this color orange. Don't hate me. No hate me. No hate. No hate. No hate, please. Hey, my friend is there. What's up? What's up, my friend Vamp? What did you do in this time, bro? Vamp, what were you doing? Were you voting again? Oh, tell me about the voting thing, bro. What happened? Who won? Your friends won? That's what I'm trying to know. She's being secretive. Hey, Cody, my mom called me. All right, not such a big secret then. Moms keep calling everyone, right? We're the top spot still. I know, because there won't be many viewers, so you're gonna stay here. Don't worry, no one's taking your place, guys. We're still doing Cody's illustration. Yesterday I was doing Vamp's illustration for almost like 40 minutes, right? And it's Cody's turn today. Alright, I think it needs just a little more of dark tone and a middle tone, so I need to find the right brush. This is the right brush. Let me add this yellow. You can see this yellow, right? Let me add this yellow with just a little bit of this cadmium tone over here, because it's missing this tone. And we will blend it with water so that it makes this gradient. I think the results are about to be out. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, please tell me about the results, alright? I know what your vote did. How much of a difference did it create? I'm just saying crap. You'll win, don't worry. You guys, Vamp, your side is gonna win, don't worry. Alright, so there it is, the melting emoji. Should I add more dark? Yeah, let's add a little bit of dark. See, I told you it's really difficult for an illustrator to just end any art piece. Let's add just a little tone to make this a little darker. That's for the drawing. You're not. Yeah, the trophy was for the drawing, right? All right. So there it is. I think I should add a little more brown to the eyes. And we can choose this brown because it has a little of red, and red goes with the overall feel because everything else is warm. Right. There it is, the melting emoji for my friend Cody. What's up, guys? Whoever's there. There it is. Cody has given me 2 trophies for the night session. Just putting some more darks. Well, this turned out to be a fun illustration, Cody. I didn't think of it much, but it looks kind of funny. I like funny stuff. All right, so what else are we drawing tonight? Do we have more requests? Let me put this aside. And what else are we drawing? Let's see. I had a list. Oh, where did it go? I had a list of things that I saved earlier. I was going to do a lot of poses, so why not? Let's draw some more. We want me to do some anime? Zara, want me to draw something? Let me know. I'm looking for some poses to draw. Just a second. Yeah, okay. I can draw that. This looks fun. I'm gonna draw an action pose. A girl sitting in sari in balcony. All right, let's do that. Sounds interesting. But that's a lot of stuff. Just a second. All right. I don't mind drawing that. Not a fan of anime. All right. I'll draw the sari in the balcony stuff. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. All right. Let's try this. I'm not sure how this turns out, but I will try to do it with watercolors. It's going to be illustrative, like, so let's start. All right, don't hate me if it doesn't turn out good, right? So yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. And that's a hair. And drawing directly with the watercolors is really fun. I need to show you guys this palette, the dirty palette, so you know what I'm doing, right? So I'm taking this dirty red, because the girl is in red sari, bro, red sari, bro. All right, let's give her that red sari. Might look patchy, but don't worry, we'll fix all the patchiness. Watercolors are supposed to stay translucent, but sometimes you got to make a lot of stuff go opaque just to make it sensible. I'm not sure if the drawing turns out to be, if this illustration turns out to be sensible enough, but still trying. Not scared to try, right? Not scared to try. So yeah, that's her sari. I hope it gives you an idea of how this girl is sitting, right? But even at times I'm not sure. So until I draw it, I will use another tone to match. Now you can't see the colors, right? Damn, how should I put this? I really want you guys to see the color mixing thing that I'm doing, but I'm sorry if you can't. So let's get to it. Now I'm trying to make all these um, forms within her sari, all the folds of this fabric visible through other tones. It's a long red kind of fabric all over her, and we can add a little darker color like this burgundy deeper tone to create some darker tones. And there are these what's it called, shadows. I mean, it's the same color but just a darker tone of the same color, so that will define what's it called, the blouse. But we are not going to explain a lot in forms, as it's just a quick drawing, quick illustration. So we just need the right colors. So more like an impressionistic suggestion of what's happening in the drawing. Are you highly obsessed with Michael Jackson? Cody, are you asking him? You're from Pakistan. Yeah, I'm from Pakistan. Yeah, Cody, I'm from Pakistan. I'm sorry I didn't check the messages. Yeah. All right. So let's mix this with the darker tone to give it a little. Oh, that's too dark. I can't be having too much of dark at this point. We'll add this much of dark at the end only. Right now we're just trying to capture the form, right? And there's her sari falling on the floor of this balcony thing. You know, even the surroundings are important to and illustrating something. So we are also painting a little bit of the negative space, not too much. Zara deserves second place. I can't even imagine that there's a discussion about being on top of my chat. Usually I have like two people watching. So that's a first. Thank you for being here, guys. All right, so we're just giving this sari more definition. That is suggesting more folds in the fabric she is wearing. Let's put the same color on top so that it looks like the texture from the same, the tone from the same fabric. You can work both ways, like you can do the darks first, but if you're doing the darks first in watercolor, just make sure that to add a lot of water to it and not to make it too stark dark. By dark I mean opaque. Don't make it opaque. Like if you're using brown, which is comparatively darker than in tone, it's darker in hue, it's darker than red, right? Even if you're using a brown, use a lot of water with it, like make it as diluted as possible, because you can't go back if you've darkened something. You can't go back in watercolors, they are translucent. If you're doing acrylics, it's fine, like you can work on top of it. You're doing oil, it's fine, you can use whatever. But the rule of thumb is like for oils you need to go darker to light, and in watercolors you need to go lighter to dark. But if you're comfortable painting from dark to light in watercolors, then you should be a master, and you can do whatever you feel like doing. That's very kind of you, Cody, but you're looking good in the first spot. Guys, brown is actually a dark orange, Yeah, you're right. You are right, absolutely. If you mix, oh, the drawing is kind of shifted towards the left, maybe because I wanted to show you my palette. Let me zoom this out a little more. I hope the guy who requested to see this girl in sari is still watching. However, I'm at this point in this illustration where I'm kind of enjoying it, so it doesn't matter if you're not here. Yeah, I would be good in second or first. So yeah. God, you guys are awesome. You guys know that you're awesome. I mean, Cody might be knowing. Do you know that you're awesome, Zara? See, I just told you, Zara. Cody knows that he's awesome. All right, let's add a little dark to the blouse area where she's got her hands, because this looks way darker and I need to put a little more detail over here. All right, that's in space. Do you guys like Pokemon? When that game was out, you were supposed to find those Pokemon all over the places. I used to play it. I was doing a job back then, so I used to take my phone everywhere looking for Pokemon, looking to capture Pokemons. Bro said that to me earlier. Bro, you said that to me earlier on Instagram. In my childhood, I used to see Pokemon. What did I say to you on Instagram? I don't know. What did I tell you? I forgot. All right, so let's put a darker tone to define her hair and use the color that is in the background as a base and add this darker tone on top by blending it so that it all looks from the same piece. Just adding more brown to it. Oh, you're here. That I'm very nice and okay. Yeah. You're absolutely fantastic, bro. Absolutely. Derek O, what's up? Thank you for joining in, Derek O. What's up, guys? Whoever's here for the first time, I do these live sessions often, almost every night, and try to have fun with illustrating stuff and talking to people. Eyes didn't stand. Oh, you're here. Awesome. It's from Celebration. Someone gave it to me for free in a metal. Oh, Charizard. Nice. Is it that Charizard is like rare, right? Not even my mom said that to me. Moms don't say stuff like that. Moms are like, you look ugly. What is wrong with you? That's her hand. That's her hand, and I think I should add a little red with a little yellow. Let me zoom this out. Ungraded. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool, bro. No, I never collected any cards because as a kid, as a child, I used to just not take care of things. I'm the person who was too clumsy, losing everything all the time, like dropping stuff. So I think that is the reason why I never got any of the fancy collectible stuffs. Even toys I used to give to people and then I used to forget. so so there's that. But and in Pakistan we don't have that prominent culture of collecting these collectible cards and stuff. Not an active culture. I mean, I know a few people who've been really aggressively collecting stuff for like thousands and thousands of rupees, but not me. I never had thousands and thousands of rupees to collect stuff. Right. She looks like a red witch now. Not bitch. I didn't say bitch. I said witch. Dude, my little cousin ripped a few pages of my favorite book, The Haunting Edelyn. It's like 18,000, 1,800. Oh, okay. Okay. That is fine. So, do you have more cards or it's just one that you found somewhere? Do you have more? Recently, I met a friend and he said that he found an old violin. He even told me the name. He said it's a rare violin, and somebody just gave it to him like that for no reason. There was an old guy. He said, okay, he's a kid cousin. He lives in Montreal, I think. I guess he lives in Montreal. So he said that this old uncle that I know, old fellow, and he's like 80, above 80 or something. He gave him a violin because he used to play guitar, and he said, hey, you into music, I'll give you something priceless. And he gave him a violin. Well, he said, I didn't look at, I thought it was just an antique piece. And then he got to know it was one of those collectible violins. Like, there are only few in the world. It's above like maybe 20 grands or something. And he was like, dude, the old guy just gave me his fortune for no reason. And then he said, I was nice enough to go to him and to tell him that it's worth this much and do you want it back? He said, no, just keep it. A good Alakazam and good. Oh, nice, nice. That's nice. So, have you been collecting or what? Like, I mean, like, did you buy these, actively looking out for these, some from somewhere, or you just came to you by accident? I know all these fancy stuff doesn't come to everyone by accident. I mean, I never found something really valuable by an accident. There it is. I have an electric guitar. You have an electric guitar. All right. Do you play guitar? I play guitar. I have had almost in my life, all the times I have had guitars with me, but not right now. I have two guitars in my studio. Um, I had a really expensive electric guitar and friend took it and never returned. And when I tried to look for him, he just blocked me from everywhere. And now I'm looking for him. It was quite an expensive guitar. So there's that. Uh, 40,000. Yeah. Nice. 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 All right. I think I've worked a lot to make this girl, Sari girl. I play acoustics. Oh, you play acoustics. Nice. Between, what about the fire? I told you, you didn't listen because, a friend of mine who works with me, he was there later some time, and he called me. He said, "You guys are not." I said, "There was too much of smoke." He said, "The fire is out and there's no smoke now. You can come." And it was too late for me to just get out of my house, so I didn't go out at all. So yeah, the fire's done. The place is in burnt completely. But it happened in the morning, early morning, like 4 or 5 a.m. That happened. They couldn't take out the fire for like 12 hours. I think there's something wrong with Cody's device. He's just constantly typing A. Cody, type another A if you need help. Cody would be like, "How would you help me?" All right, the balcony opens up in on seafront, bro. That's a fire balcony. So I'm also in a different country. Yeah, I I didn't stand. Everybody's safe. Yeah, everybody's safe. Um, they said everything was burnt, and they kind of saved around like 35 people from that mall, or maybe more than that. It just happened too early in the morning. No one was there, right? Mall was all empty. So yeah. All right. Ice didn't stand. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce this. Do you like the girl in red sari? All right. We've been live for about 1 hour 12 minutes now, and I think I should end this. All right. A quick view of what we achieved in this session. So there's this girl we made with watercolors. There is my friend Cody's melting emoji. And what else did we draw? Let me see. Oh, look. Venom. Venom. Venom, 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 Venom. There's the drawing we did yesterday. Right. And we did this drawing. Oh, these are quite a few drawings we did tonight. I didn't realize we did too many of these sketches. This fire chick with the sword, these two hands, this enemy, and there's this guy who's falling on his head. So that was like the drawing that was upside down. Yeah. And we made those two color drawings. So so yeah, that's about it for tonight. It was really nice to catch every one of you. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna do live session again tomorrow. So thank you for being here, guys. I gotta go. And yeah, Cody, what's up? What's up, man? So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.